In January, I got about, I think 4,000 offers. And so many applications and get rejected a lot. Many now were closer to a yes. I recorded a video of myself as well. I say, oh my God, I got a first yes. If you want to do something that really meaningful to you, just have to start it.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Behind the BnB. I'm so glad you could join us and tune in on this episode with a very special guest, Binh Dang.
Hello.
Thank you so much for jumping on and joining me today.
Hello, hi everyone. I'm Binh. It's so good to be on, and I have followed this YouTube channel for a while. I got my inspiration from other people as well. So it was my dream to be on here. Thank you, Steph.
I love hearing that. I'm so glad you could be on because you are busy. You're a busy lady. And, without further ado, why don't we just get to know you a little bit? The people who are watching this, tell us a bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah. So a little bit about me. I actually moved to Australia from Vietnam when I was 15 years old. And I've been here ever since. I studied here, and now I'm working as an oral health therapist full-time. And I live in Melbourne for about 9 years. And last year I moved to Geelong. And so this year I'll be relocating to Tasmania as a part of my permanent residency journey.
Oh yeah, wow.
So
last time we chatted, you're based in Geelong at the moment.
Yeah.
So
now I'm still in Geelong. Yeah. Now I'm still in Geelong, but in April I will move to Tasmania. I got a job line up there already, so just need to organize the moving while operating this business and also finishing up my current job.
Yeah. So you're an oral, what did you say your job is? You're an oral hygienist?
Oral health therapist. So like a kid dentist and also hygienist. So double qualification.
Wow.
Yeah, so in dental. Yeah.
Yeah. We need dentists. We need the dental people. Anyway, Airbnb. So your current Airbnb is based where?
In Gold Coast. By the way, this is my home, my living room.
I love that you got that extra backdrop. That's awesome.
Yeah. This is my home. Welcome to my home. So my first property in Gold Coast, and I'm running it remotely, and it was really special. The Gold Coast. The reason I chose Gold Coast was I'm from Nha Trang, which is also a coastal city town as well. And when I went to Gold Coast, it's really bring me the feeling of home, like the smell of the ocean, the scent, the weather, like it just feel like home. And and it's also my childhood as well that I in my childhood I and my father was always taken to a holiday during summer break. Like we go to a resort, like living in a big house with pool, and so that's why I wanted to start Airbnb and target in family.
Wow, I didn't realize that. So that's childhood happy memories for you as well. So that's why Gold Coast for your first.
Yes. But the story is Gold Coast. I wanted to do Gold Coast at first, and I also check on Arbitrage as well. That is created at A plus for market profitability. Yeah. But then due to my visa condition, when I live in Australia, I thought that I can't do Gold Coast because I have to run it in regional area, and I thought Gold Coast wasn't listed in the regional area. So it took me a few weeks to go around, like as in looking for Wollongong in Sydney, Wollongong in New South Wales, Torquay, Victoria, Phillip Island, like all the coastal city. And then the day that I found out Gold Coast is listed as a regional area, I was super happy.
Wow.
I actually recorded myself that I found it. I found a harvest area.
Yeah, that's great because there are quite a few of our clients in the program who have properties there, and you would know a few of them, I guess, from being in the community. So speaking of the community, when did you come into the program, and like how long ago was that? How did you even find? Well, first of all, how did you find James and I, and then when did you come?
Yeah, so it was because I just wanted to do something for my own, and then so this Airbnb came, and then I researched on Google like is Airbnb illegal? And then it's just the algorithm. And James, yeah, one day James' social media or reels pop up on my Instagram, and then I follow him, and I even asked him as well that I thought the Airbnb is illegal, and I still never remember his answer that he said to me, it is illegal if you run it behind the owner's back. So and I was like, oh, that's true. And then so I decided to join his program after 2 months of following him.
Okay.
And so I joined it in May 2025. So until
May,
now,
yeah.
May last year, and it took me a while to set up everything because this is my first business ever as well. So I want to take everything slowly and carefully, build it up, and make it my own.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. And you're doing well so far, because I mean your job is it's full time, right?
Yeah, I actually dropped it to four days now. Before I do like 6 days, but I dropped it to 4 days now, 4.5.
Is that recent? I feel like when we first spoke, it was 6 days. So
yes,
they dropped down to 4. That's amazing.
I dropped early this month only. It's because it's because I wanted to focus on more this business and want to scale it more. I need more time onto this business, like a day off to like
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great that you have the option to drop your days down as well and meet the criteria of your visa and everything that you're on, right?
Yeah, it's quite flexible with dentistry. Like you can choose the days that you want to work. It's just we can't work from home, and I really like the idea of working from home. That's why I wanted to do Airbnb, so that it is something that I can do from home, remotely as well.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, so tell us, I love this story. Tell us a little bit about how you got that first property, because that's always quite challenging for people. It's like, how do I get that first one? A lot of people, you know, they do inspection after inspection, viewing after viewing, and it can be 30 properties, 50 that they view before they get one. So tell us a little bit about how you got your first one.
Yeah, so before I go out there to pitch the agent, I actually draft out all the guest terms and conditions, all the house rule, everything in the document. So then when I got the first yes, and then when I lease it, everything is there. So that admin and paper part is on the side, ready to go. And then so I flew to Gold Coast for my dental conference. That's a partly dental conference, and also to inspect the properties as well. And then so I pitching pitching in person. It actually didn't really go well and then I sent so many applications and get rejected a lot, and it was quite demotivating.
Demotivating, and because you're going excited and ready to go, and you've prepared everything. So how many no's did you get before you got
one? 10, I think.
Okay, 10. That's a few.
But like on the day that I go out, so 2 inspection on the day that I go out there, I know I expect that it's okay to get a yes, because many know we're closer to a yes. So I got that. I was optimistic. So that up to the point that like I was really demotivated, and then in my notebook I wrote get a property in October. So I wrote this when it was in September. Okay. So in late October, I had a day off work, and then I just randomly went to Fantastic Furniture to like explore the options, like furnitures. So then when I get the first yes, I know what to order straight away. And then on that same day, that's really weird. Like I went home, I went on realestate.com.au, called the agent, and then he said, "Oh, send me all the details." And then the next morning, he said, "The owner was very open to your proposal." I'm like, "How does that happen?" Like in October, because it was.
You manifested that. Well, you wrote it out, had a goal, and you wrote it down, and then you were proactive. You know, even you're just getting everything else set up in the background so that you were ready to go when the property came. So what a great way to stay motivated as well, instead of just accepting
manifestation.
Exactly. So that's great. So I mean, your excitement when that agent, you know, told you that the landlord approved it. What was that emotion?
I was like super happy, and I recorded a video of myself as well. I say, "Oh my god, I got a first yes, and they were really open to my proposal, and I'll sign the lease soon." And but like the agent, he actually wanted me to also view the place before sign the lease, and
of course,
he actually said to me a yes, and then so the inspection is on that weekend, and I couldn't fly there because the flight ticket was like $1,000, and it was really expensive on that long weekend, because it's a long weekend. And then so I reached out to Luke. He is also GP WA member.
Oh, program, yeah.
Yeah. So he based in Gold Coast, and I asked him, can you please view my property on this weekend if you have time? And he charged me cheap as well. And then he went in there.
Like people, in the community helping each other out with inspections.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, and he actually gave me a really detail of the inspection, outside, inside,
Amazing.
convenience store, what is it close to?
Because he knows exactly what you're looking for. So shout out Luke. Shout out to Luke.
Luke.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And so he viewed it on your behalf. Contracts got signed, and then did you negotiate a rent-free period so you could get it furnished and all the rest of it?
I didn't ask for that, but I could negotiate to sign a week later. So then in that week I could order furniture.
Okay, great. Did you have to physically? Oh no, you can do it e-signature. You would have done all that digitally, right? And that was all.
Oh no, actually I flew to Gold Coast to sign the lease.
Okay.
Pick up the key, sign the lease, and then went to Kmart with my dad and my mom and
got everything.
Got everything, all the kitchen, like all the consumable, all the kitchenware, everything set up first, and then was waiting for the big furniture like the bed, the couch to arrive.
How long? You had to order everything. So how long did it actually take for everything to arrive?
A good 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's actually my first couch did not fit in the elevator. The one that I ordered. It was so stressful. Like it was really close to the day that I wanted to launch, and it doesn't fit into the elevator, so I had to return that one.
Oh, you had to take it back, and then what happened? You just had to get something that was available straight away.
Yeah. So I went to Fantastic Furniture, ordered like 3 sets of like two-seater sofa and 1 armchair, because at first I wanted to do like a long lounge room for 5 people.
It
didn't fit in.
Yeah, as we can see there in the background. So that's the living room.
Yeah, so so two sofas. And then
nice neutral colours for furniture. That's what you want, and then you can, you've gone and decorated it with added a bit of colour in there. So let's talk bookings. Like, so you would have launched it. Was that October that you got it launched last year? October last year.
I launched in November. So I got it first late October, signed the lease in November, and launched it end of November.
Okay. And was it fully booked over Christmas, or how did you go?
So over Christmas I got fully booked, and then January I got 26 out of 31 days booked out. So like that is 81 or 82% occupancy.
Yeah, that's good. Good occupancy there. And price wise, the price per night.
Yep. So as my target ADR, but during this Feb and March is a bit low price, but I expected that because it's low season. So
it's a little
hopefully
quiet now. Yeah.
So hopefully in the next few months it will get up again.
Pick up again, yeah. So low season in the Gold Coast is what, February, March? Yeah. What did you say? Why would that be the case for anyone wondering? What's happening in the Gold Coast around this time that it's a low season?
Yeah, because I think Gold Coast is a great place to go for holiday, and normally when school holiday is a whole January and December, so it's really high season in December and January. So start from February, the kids they go to school and people start working again. So it's a bit slow in February and March, even though it's in summer. It's weird to accept that this is low season in summer.
So it's a very touristy destination, isn't it? Yeah, it relies on tourism.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So how's the revenue? Well, more so the net profit. Have you covered the rent? You said you launched in November, so you had to cover the rent initially. I guess for the month of November, but then December, January, how did profit wise? How did you do?
So December, January. So for the rent and the bond that I put money in, and then for half of the December I put the money in again, and then from there the cash flow just run. So in January I got about I think 4,000 profit.
Okay. What's the rent? Yeah, what's the rent for a 3-bedroom apartment in the Gold Coast?
it also depends on the amenities, like the facility of the
Yeah.
building as well.
Yeah.
My property is in like a resort building, got pool, barbecue, close to the beach, got game room, sauna, everything, gym. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the rent for 14.50 per week.
14.50 per week. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I guess you've just sort of, you're just getting started. So, you know, you still, you know, got the whole year ahead. Like you said, you've already got bookings coming in for April. And yeah, in terms of your pricing strategy, you're using Price Labs, yeah?
Yeah, price that.
Yeah. And have you got your head around it? Because I know a lot of our clients are like, it took me a while to get my head around this, but it makes all the difference when you can price, you know, have that correct average daily rate going in Price Labs. Yeah, and it picks up on events coming up in the area too and raises the daily rate for you there. So how are you finding using Price Labs? Has that been challenging or quite, yeah?
It's still challenging for me. It was really confusing at first, but then I was on coaching call for pricing and listing optimization and get help from them. So now I'm getting better. It's getting better. Like I can put my price as the market during the high season and low season and play around with the price. But it's definitely the most difficult, the most challenging in this journey is the pricing for me.
Yeah. Yeah, but you have to get your head around it because it's so crucial, so important. You know, it's one of the most important things to get right when you've got that Airbnb listed. And what about your cleaning team and guest management? How are you finding that? Are you managing all that?
Yeah, so guest management I do with guesting. So everything is automatic messages. So when the booking comes, it's automatically send out the confirmation message, checking instruction, the key code, check out instruction, everything. And for the cleaning team, I and linen as well. So cleaning and linen together, I hired a linen with a company and they do all of that for me. And they using Breezeways is their platform. All the photos, report and photos they upload it on the platform, so I can check at every checkout to see if there's any problem and if there's any maintenance I need to do.
Great. And how have the reviews been? Because they're also, you know,
really I got guest favorite.
Oh, so, wow, that's pretty soon. Congratulations.
Yeah, I actually got guest favorite after 6 weeks of launching. So
wow, well done.
Thank you.
That's impressive. I don't know a lot of people that have managed to achieve that in such a short period of time. So well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Brilliant.
But yeah, thanks for this program as well. I honestly I thought I would quit if I didn't join the program because the coaching, everything, it taught me well.
That's so good to hear. You know, this is all we can hope for. Because I think a lot of people out there, they think, oh yeah, I'm just gonna watch some YouTube videos. I think I can do this on my own. And then they get into it and they don't realize, like, even getting that first property, like how many no's you're gonna get, and it can be quite demotivating. But then when you're part of a community where people are like, I got my first property on like my 50th viewing. Whoa, okay, I've only done 10, so I need to keep going. And you just hear, you know, these stories from the community that I think it does really help you to keep pushing, you know, because everyone in that community is sort of on the same page. You've got, you know, all the clients who are like 1 to 5 properties just getting started, then the ones who have been there, they've done that, and now they're scaled to like 10, 20, and each stage comes different challenges, right? But then when you're around other people who are on a similar path, you can encourage one another, right? So when one is down and, you know, then they're like, come on, I've been there, I've done that, this is what I did, this is what you can do. And so I always love hearing that, you know, about everyone just helping each other out. And our coaches are incredible too. So shout out to all the coaches in the community too, because you can reach out to them, and they're all doing this. Like we're all running like our own Airbnb businesses. So it does help. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's actually, we have a small group like Gold Coast community. And then we actually, this little group, we ask everything in there. I ask them and then they answer me always 24/7, like always people to answer, and they really encourage. They are.
Yeah, there's so many out there. Like, do you know Ankita?
Yes. She actually, I and her was on the same coaching call, and I got a problem with the key. So like the guess they took the key away, but I did not know because I attached 2 keys set in one key net set, so like 2 fob. in one
Oh, you
set.
use Keynest? Do you use Keynest?
Yeah. I use Keynest. It's great.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah. So quickly, for those who don't know what Keynest is, can you just tell them quickly what is Keynest?
So Keynest is a convenience store that registered to store your key. And so I registered my key at the convenience store, which they open 24/7 on the weekend, and on the weekday they open from 6 to 2. So which is really convenient for guests. And the Keynest, they have in many different locations. And so my Keynest is actually 4-minute walks away. So then my guests can just pick up the key, drop off the key at their convenience. So it's really seamless, and not checking in person. Yes, they like that better.
Yeah, which is good. But going back to your challenge then of the guests taking away the keys, and you're on this
Oh,
coaching
yeah.
call, Peter, what happened?
Yeah, so I was on a coaching call with Mark, and then I asked Mark, how do I do with this situation when if the guests, they took one fob away, and I didn't know. It's actually happened that one of my guests took the fob away. And so Keita said to me, she advised me to keep one set, in the apartment, and one set at the Keynest. And then I have the cleaner to check and take a photo of the key set inside the apartment. So then one is at Keynest, one inside apartment, and one is the cleaner. So everything is taken care.
Yeah. That's really smart. So that you've got keys in different places,
Yeah. And Keita, she got 6 properties as well, which is really great. I want that goal.
Yeah, she's done, her and Sandy, they've done so well. Have you watched her episode? Like I did an interview with her, but when I did the interview, I think they had 2 properties. And so since that interview last year, now they've got 6, which is so great. It's when you get a chance, you can go watch her episode.
Yeah, sure. This afternoon.
Yeah, she did a great one, because she talked about because she got her first property like within 3 weeks of like joining the program. I know, it's a record, and she loves holding that record. So shout out to Ankita, if you're listening to this. I think you still hold the record for getting the property the quickest. Although she might be in competition with another guy, one of our friends who's based in Bali, and he's up to 10. He's up to 10 properties now. He does it remotely. Lives in Bali. He's got 10 properties here in Perth, in Western Australia, and I'm pretty sure.
Does he fly to Perth?
He flew to come and do the setup of all 10. And I think he's achieved that in like something crazy, like 2 to 3 months. So yeah, I need to need to get him to do an interview.
Yeah, I'll listen to him to his interview.
Yeah, that was pretty insane. But Binh, is there any sort of final words, encouragement you want to share with people who are watching this, who haven't got their first property yet, still thinking about setting up their own Airbnb business? What would you encourage them, based off your experience and how you've managed to do this? What would you say to those people?
I would say, if you want to build something for yourself in the future, this business is a great model to do. And it's bringing you flexibility, financial freedom, hopefully in the future. And I love this journey so far. I've been loving it, so it's really great. So if you haven't started, start it now.
Actually, one final question: have you got anything in the pipeline? Is there anything else coming up? When are you getting that second property?
Oh, I'm thinking.
Have you had time to think about it?
Yeah, of course. I've been researching again, like back into the market again, and
Gold Coast, still Gold Coast.
Gold Coast, Gold Coast again. But I'm thinking to do Noosa as well. I love Noosa.
Oh, I love Noosa. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But I need to look into the council and EA approval for Noosa.
Yeah, do all that research, because I feel like there was some stuff that came out about Noosa, and I think restrictions around Airbnbs. But as we always do in the across the coaching program, we're like, do your research, make sure that you are doing it the right way, and that it's legal and all the rest of it. But Noosa is absolutely stunning, and we stayed. We've not been there for a few years, but the last time we went, we stayed in an Airbnb, and it was amazing, because we've obviously got the kids, and so we always book Airbnbs ourselves. And of course, isn't it funny, when you're running your own Airbnb business, so you've got properties of your own, the different perspective that you have now. If you ever stay at an Airbnb, you're looking at that property through the lens of you obviously running the business and how you run it. So have you stayed at an Airbnb since you launched your own, and so what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So when I actually we'll go to Japan, fly on this weekend. And when I was looking for the Airbnb this weekend on Sunday with my family.
I remember you saying that last. Nice. You've been Airbnb researching.
Yeah, so like I was looking for the accommodation, and I went on the Airbnb and then look for the photos, the description, the listing, the reviews. Like I'm doing the research.
Yeah. And then are you gonna give them any advice? Because that's what's funny. It's like I can't really say anything, but When we stayed in one recently, it was ran by a management company in like south of Perth. So we went on holiday to this area called Dunsborough, and it's right by the beach. We stayed in this beautiful Airbnb, like coastal themed, and I couldn't fault it. It was absolutely stunning. So of course I'm like, I thought I gave them a review. I need to double check if it actually went through, but of course I was just going to give them the most amazing raving review because I know how much reviews matter, right? Because to be honest, I just couldn't fault it. The kids absolutely loved it. You know, everything was just so good and so great all the way through. So it's good.
Yeah, so when I go to Japan, then after I stay, I'll leave them the review as well because I know it's important for the owner and the host.
Yeah, and for their business. So no, it's good. Pay it forward.
Yeah. And it's actually one more thing that I want to say to people out there that I know everyone's busy in life, and if you want to build something that really meaningful to you, just have to start it.
Yeah, and not sit on it for too long. Otherwise, nothing happens. You got to actually take some action, actually do something. Yeah. And sometimes it can be easier said than done, for sure. But I mean, it's as you say, if you really, it depends how much you want it. So if you really want to do something, really want to make a change, and you will actually do something about it. So yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you've been watching this, appreciate you joining, and I'm sure you got a lot out of hearing Binh's story and, just her sharing how she got started with her Airbnb business and how she's going to continue to build on it. So if you like this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with anyone who could also do with a bit of inspiration. And so thank you again for watching. Binh, take care.
Thank you.
Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you.